I welcome to all who are watching me. In this video, we are going to have a discussion regarding the mathematics, a very important topic that is perimeter in area. In this video, we are going to understand what is the meaning of the perimeter, what is the meaning of the area, and all the different formulas which are related to it. First of all, let me explain you what is the meaning of the perimeter. As you can see here, a perimeter is a path that surrounds a two-dimensional shape. This is called as a perimeter. So, a perimeter is a path that surrounds a two-dimensional shape, comes under perimeter. Now, we use the different terms for that. The term may be used either path, we can use the path, or we can use the another word as the length that we are discussing in the two-dimensional shapes. But if I'll talk about the perimeter of a circle, it is not so called as in perimeter. In the circle, it is named as circumference. That word you have to remember, students. And the perimeter of circle is not called as in perimeter, it is called as in circumference, that we are going to discuss in the last part of this video. Now let us move towards the second part, that is called as an area. How will we define the area? As you know, these all things comes under the mathematical branch that is called in geometry. So students, in geometry, the meaning of the area can be defined as the space occupied by a flat shape. Remember, the shape of the figure must be flat, or we can say the surface of an object, that we will call as an area, that comes under the category of area. The area of a figure, let us discuss the second point. The area of a figure is the number of unit squares. Squares we call as in squares means power 2. Squares means, my dear students, power 2. Okay, that cover the surface of a closed figure. The figure must be closed, that you might have seen in the junior classes what is a closed and what is a open figure. So that comes under the category of area. Now the third and the last point for the area. Area is measured in square unit. Square unit, it is always measured in the square unit, such as square centimeters, square feet, square inches. So whenever we write in the answer its unit, we always write as centimeter square, feet square, inches square, and in this way it goes on. And in the inches it keeps on increasing like this only, and we do have all the different upcoming units that we call as an etc. more, and all the units it is like that only. So let us start discussing about the different figures and their area, perimeter, and the variables used. First of all, let me discuss a very important and very simple figure that we call as a triangle. As you know that triangle is a type of an geometrical figure that contains three sides. As you can see, I have made one triangle in front of you, in which let me mark the triangle the different name. Let me mark as an X, Y, and Z. You can see that a triangle XYZ is present here. Now the red line that you can see in the middle, which is joining the X and O, let me mark that as an X and O. This we name as an height, and height is denoted by H, small h. And this from the point Y till the point number Z, this is called as an base, and let me mark that as an small b. So first of all, let us talk about area. So area of triangle. What the triangle we have taken? X, Y, Z will be equal to half into base. Base be named as an Y, Z, and the height be named as an X, O. This is a sign of a multiplication. So the final formula will be half base we represent as an B and the height we represent as an H. This is the formula for area of triangle. This is the formula for area of triangle. Now, in which the variables that we have used here as an B and H. Now let us name the other sides also. So let me name the other sides here as an A, this side as an A, and this side as an C. Now we will discuss about the formula regarding the perimeter of the triangle. So let us write the formula perimeter of triangle. Perimeter of triangle. The triangle that we have taken as an X, Y and Z. The perimeter of triangle is simple, the sum of the sides. So it will be how much? Represented as in perimeter as in P. It will be the sum of the sides as in A plus B plus C. So this is the formula for the perimeter of triangle, and this above is the formula for the area of triangle. Hope you have understood the area and perimeter regarding the figure called as a triangle. Now let us move towards the two now different figures. The first figure that I have taken as a square. As you all know that the square is a type of a geometrical figure which contains all the sides of the equal length. Let us name those sides as an P, Q, R and S. And let us mark all the sides of the equal length as S, small s, small s, small s and small s, as all the sides are of equal length. Now let us first of all talk about the area of the square. So area of square, the square that we have taken as P, Q, R, S. The area of the square will be nothing. Let us mark the area as in capital A, and its formula will be side square, or we can write A is equal to small s square. That's the formula. And now let us talk about its perimeter also. Perimeter of square. So let us write perimeter of square, the same square. So what it will be? The sum of the sides. As you can see, perimeter is denoted by the P, capital P. Now we will join all the sides as in S, small s plus small s plus small s plus small s. So how many times it becomes? 4s. That's the formula for the perimeter of square, and this above is the formula for perimeter of area of square PQRS. The near to the sided figure is, you know, that is called a rectangle. And the rectangle, let us mark the rectangle as an A, B, C, D. You know the property of a rectangle that the opposite sides are of an equal length and even they are parallel. No, now let us name them. Let us name them properly. Okay, this is called as a length, so it will be also called as a length. This is called as in breadth, so this will be also called as in breadth. First of all, let us talk about area of rectangle. So area of rectangle is nothing, the multiplication of length and breadth. That's the area of rectangle. Let's talk about perimeter of rectangle. In the perimeter of rectangle, students, what we have to do? We have to sum all the sides. That is length plus breadth plus length plus breadth. So you can see it is 2 times length and it becomes 2 times breadth. we can take out the common as in 2, and hence the formula will become 2 times length plus breadth. That is the formula for perimeter of rectangle. That's the formula for perimeter of rectangle. So you have understood the area of rectangle as well as an perimeter of rectangle also. Now my dear students, let us move towards the another type of a figure. Another type of a figure that you can see here is parallelogram. A parallelogram is a type of a figure or a type of a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal and parallel. Let us name them. Let us say this is a base and marking the base as in B, whereas marking the height as an H. Let us first of all talk about its area. We are talking about the area of parallelogram. So area of a parallelogram will be equal to a simple thing, that is base into height. The base is how much? Is represented by B, and the height is represented by H. That is the call as an area of parallelogram. Now let us talk about the perimeter of a parallelogram. So for that, what we have to do is that let us name the other sides also. So here it is B, so it will be also the B. Let us mark this as an A, and remember students, it will be also A. So what will be the perimeter of parallelogram? Let us write it. Perimeter of parallelogram. It will be equal to the sum of all the sides. So sum of all the sides will be A plus B plus A plus B, and it will become how much? 2 times A plus B. Now let us talk about faster area of rhombus. Area of rhombus. In the rhombus, it contains the diagonals. So these diagonals, let us name the first diagonal as in D1 and the second diagonal as in D2. So the area will become how much? It will be 1 by 2 into D1 into D2. That will be the area of rhombus. And talking about the perimeter, if we talk about the perimeter, the formula for the perimeter will be 1 by 2. Perimeter will be 2 times in the under root. This is a square root. Remember, this is a square root, and it will become D1 square plus D2 square. That you have to remember and learn it also. D1 and D2 are called the diagonals of these two figures. Now let us move towards the next, that is called as a kite. Kite always looks like a kite, my dear students. So its a formula is how much? If we'll talk about this one is D1 and this one is D2, my dear students, its area will be this much, that is half D1 into D2, as same as the previous one, and its perimeter will be 2 times A plus B, because if we'll mark this is an A, this is A, this is B, this is B, so it will be 2 times A plus B. Now let us talk about trapezium, or we call it a trapezoid. Trapezoid contains the height as an H that we have drawn in the dot dot line, so its area will be H into A plus B by 2. Here I have made the this is the A, this is the B, this is the C, and this is a D. All the sides. The area is this much, that is H into A plus B by 2. That you have to remember and always understand also. And for the perimeter, as you usually know, that it is the sum of the sides. So sides are what? A plus B plus C plus D, and you can find out here that's the perimeter of a trapezium. Last not the least, let us talk about the circle. As I previously also discussed, the circle, it contains the circumference. Area is very easy. Its area is pi r square. The value of pi will be 22 by 7, or we can say 3.14. Whereas it is not called as a perimeter, my dear students. It is called as a circumference, and the formula for the circumference is 2 pi r, where r is called as an radius. So I am sure you all have understood all the formulas. These are the formulas that I have just discussed to you. Thank you very much, students.